My first job was working at my parents' Schwinn bicycle shop. Started probably working there when I was 12 years old. That's where my business portion of my mindset has come from, is from my father, because my father would used to say, it was a pretty good sized bike shop, and in the 70s it was really booming, but if you had a part that came out of the cabinet and it was laying on the floor and you walked past, he walked past and he'd point at it and say, there's a nickel laying on the floor, and we'd all go, where? Well, it was a part that had come out of the drawer. He said, that cost me that's a nickel right there. So he'd like pick it up and put it away. Well, my days are not typical because it depends upon what week it is in the month. First, I would enter all our vendor invoices, but if it's a pay week, that is a more intense week. My work feeds off of emails. If there's a change in a contract or a project fee changes, or if we're adding new projects, Mary and I work very closely in getting the projects into the system so that the other engineers and such can bill their time to that project. So there's a process that comes with all that. So those are things that happen every day. It's the all-around aspects of it. I don't come into work and say, oh, I gotta go to work. I come in and I say, okay, the next challenge is to get the invoices out. The next challenge is to pay the income tax and file the 941s. And the next challenge that's coming up for us will be the fiscal year end. So that's a challenge that has to be accomplished. Beach. Give me a margarita in a book. I would do a hamburger, and my husband yelled at me, but my hamburger has everything on it. Tomatoes, onions, lettuce, mayonnaise, a piece of cheese, ketchup, mustard, relish, and then I bite into it and it goes all over the place. Read the book and then do the movie and then criticize. We started volleyball a 3 years ago, and that was fun. I enjoyed interacting with fellow employees and such, but I mean, how can you differentiate between going to ball games and having the chili cook-off, and even the simple thing as Monday lunches that Millies does, and trying to get us to socialize with each other. We did a trivia thing with a client a few years back, and that was fun. Everything that Millies does for the employees is just a joy to do. It's a joy to be an employee.